The Europeans are coming. Philips, a Dutch-based company, is buying Genlyte for $2.7 billion. It makes Philips the largest North American lighting company. But more interestingly, it's perhaps a new wave of merger trends where we have European-led mergers here in the U.S. Jim Cramer has been working on this story for us. Welcome, Jim.
Farnoosh, this is incredibly important. And the reason why it's important is because we've seen none of it. You know, here the dollar's going down 50% versus the euro. And none of the major companies, whether it be a Siemens, whether it be a Nestle's, a Philips, all of which have a huge amount of cash, has employed that cash here. BASF could do it, Vodafone could do it. And none of the banks, with the exception of Santander before, but nothing lately, had taken advantage of this. This is what we need to get out of the morass, whether it be buying our banks that are in trouble or buying a company like Genlyte, which is just a cyclical company that people just say, well, listen, I don't want to own a cyclical company in this environment. Very important trend to take notice of if it turns out to be a trend.
I remember speaking to you a couple months ago. You were saying Spain was probably a country, likely acquiring country in the U.S. for banks.
What's happened, I think, and this is a cautionary thing, is that Spain, its housing market's become overheated. And I think that they're concerned that they may have their own non-performing problems like our banks. But what I think is most interesting about the Genlyte, and I've seen this time and again with Europeans, they are far more concerned about the currency than they are about the company. And they all want to wait until they think the currency's really bottom because they're so afraid that they'll be moving too quickly. This was a sign to me that we're closer to a bottom on the dollar than people realize. Philips is a pretty smart company, wasn't always smart. Genlyte is a kind of a classic sleeper American company that fits in much better in a product portfolio in lighting like Philips has.
And Philips says it has about $30 billion left to acquire companies and dividends and buybacks over the next 3 years.
You're going to see a lot of acquisitions from this company. And what I urge people to do, before, like a Graco, down a lot off of redemption by one of the hedge funds. That, again, a great American company no one's focused on. There are a lot of companies like that. I would look at a Pentair even. And these are companies that are on sale for 50% when you think about the euro.
That's such a good way to look at it. Okay, thanks a lot, Jim Cramer. America on sale for 50%, Europeans. You're watching Wall Street Confidential. Stay tuned for more.